I call this meeting of the Gloucester Community Preservation Committee to order at 6:01 PM on Monday, April 14th, 2025. In accordance with state open meeting law, this meeting is being held in person and available remotely via Zoom. It is being video recorded. If you are remote and using Zoom on a computer or device, there is a raise hand button that you can tap or press to request to speak. If you're calling in on a phone, you can press *9 to request to speak. Committee members in attendance this evening include myself, Matt Lundberg, Bob Whitmarsh, Bill Cuff, Carrie McKenna, Jennifer Lee Levitz. Here being remote participation are Harry Hoglander, Rob Gullah, and Kate Parsons. Absent tonight will be Sean Henry, who is traveling. With that, we can proceed to the agenda for the evening. First order of business is to review and approve the March 17th meeting minutes, which is Zoe distributed on Friday, I believe, or Thursday, I forget which day. Any comments on those minutes?
I thought they were very well done. I just noticed one thing, Zoe, on the discussion about Schooner Adventure, I think? Schooner Adventure, top of that page. I think you forgot to add seconded by.
Okay,
It just has the name Jennifer Lee.
okay,
Good catch, Bill.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I missed that one. Anybody else?
That's all I saw. I thought they were very well done.
Yep, as usual. Thank you, Zoe. All right, do I hear a motion to approve the March 17 minutes?
I'll second it.
Motion made and seconded, unless there's any other discussion?
I have one thing in discussion.
Yes,
Just on the East Gloucester School.
yes.
In the minutes, we declared that was an open, space project under the recreation category. Is it recreation or open space?
Those are two different categories. It should be recreation because it's for the creation of a recreation space.
Okay,
Typically, open space is for acquisition of open
Okay.
space, yeah.
all right, thank you for clarifying.
All right. We can do show of hands vote. All in favor of the minutes as amended, say aye.
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 Hoglander abstains. I wasn't at the last meeting.
Very good. All against, say nay. Minutes passed, Zoe 7 in favor, 1 abstaining, 1 absent. All right. Onwards. Next up is, so since our last meeting, we've had several site visits, and hold on a second, I thought I would. No, I'm not on the share screen, so I'll get to that. But site visits, I wanted to ask the people who are on site visits to do a quick review for those of us who weren't. And we had 5. I'll go in order of when they took place. The first one was Magnolia Library for the HVAC updates, which Bob and I were at. Bob, any comments on that one?
No, but I think we realized that it was a good project to have an updated heating system for efficiency and also better living.
Yep, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. They've got a very old boiler, which does a really bad job, particularly in that big space, and they want to put in heat pumps to replace. It's expensive. We did not talk about their budget at all. We just looked at it and reviewed it to see where they're going to advance and how much ducting they needed to do and that kind of thing.
So the cost saving, but also it's a environment as well.
Yep. All right, so that's that one. Kylie Davis is managing for them. She did the one where we put the windows in a few years ago. You know, she's pretty on top of things, so it was good. Next one was the next day, the UU Cemetery, which several of you guys went on, right?
Right.
Yeah.
What do you got, Carrie?
It was very interesting, tucked away in there. I'm sure I walked by it many times, it was there. I personally think it's historic. I know there's some questions. I think there's gonna be some discussions and wording discussion. But basically what they're trying to do is clean up what used to be the old churchyard, the old burial ground. And right now it's completely overgrown with weeds and trees. There are a lot of markers there, but there is one section that they think probably has potentially and probably has some of our founding fathers there at Gloucester, including some high-profile slaves, one in particular, Freeman's his last name, his name is
Dalton Gloucester?
Dalton, yeah.
His name was Gloucester.
Yeah.
Yeah,
his-
Dalton Gloucester.
Yeah, yeah,
He was an African American.
yes,
Yeah,
he was a former slave.
right.
And they think he's in there, so to me, the fact that they're trying to figure out who's there and what they have there is of historic significance, because the place is so old and is of great historic significance to Gloucester. So, at any rate, they're gonna
It
present.
goes back to
they're
the-
gonna present-
Early years when the church was built.
Yes, it is, yep, yeah, which the church owned that whole lot, all of that, so it used to be adjacent to it.
The ground's very uneven there as you move to. So, and the other thing is there's tombs there. And they're, and gently giving in sort of
I
safety.
don't think that's this money that they're.
Oh, it's not
doing
this money?
No, this time it's really just cleaning up, looking for the markers and
I
trying to
see.
figure out who's in there and how
Right.
many.
Like, I think there's something like a study as well, or something like
Wait,
that.
say
Maybe
that-
the ground is going to do a ground penetration thing or something.
Yes, yep,
Right.
yeah, but yeah, they have 3 phases to the project, but the one that we're dealing with right now, I believe is just purely
Right.
trying to clean it up and see what's in.
We, and I delivered a letter to them, in the South
Oh, great.
Commission, so that they haven't,
They went to that next meeting,
well, they
yeah.
had and then it was a historic. Okay.
Or is one of our issues gonna be regarding whether the work they actually wanna do in this phase of the project qualifying for historical preservation?
So, in my mind, it's not, but I know, Bill, I know
Yeah.
you're questioning it, I don't know if you still are, but I know you were.
Yeah, I have
know
some-
why you are.
Yeah, I have a few reservations on this project. Number one, I mean, all the applications we get are, are good applications, not that they're bad applications, but this is one where it's a cemetery that has been just let go for numerous years, and they're gonna have to do the work in 3 different phases. Phase 1 is gonna be the cleaning out of the brush. Now, and does that really fall under historical preservation? It may, but I don't really see it as historical preservation. I see it as, maintenance and cleaning it up. It's, there's 70 members of the church. I don't know if that has, which I was stunned by that, really, because I thought the church was a much bigger organization. Now, the meeting house is the Meeting House Foundation is separate from the church. So that was good education. So, I'm thinking about this as saying, okay, we have 70 people, it's a cemetery that has not really been cared for a number of years. And we're looking to take our taxpayers' dollars for the whole community and invest it in that small little project. I don't see how that's really benefiting the community as a whole, as much as maybe the rest of it.
I understand what they're thinking there, but there's another thought here too.
Oh, by the way, they're asking for all the money for the project.
Yeah.
They're asking, and this is just phase 1, 30, no, we're not restoring gravestone, we're cleaning up the invasive weeds, et cetera.
Also, we're determining, who's buried there, and these are people that were significant in the early history of the country. And so the other thing is, they have 70 members, but that is not the participation that uses the UU facilities. It's open. to
So
the
this is the
public.
UU cemetery, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, there's more than, and I think you may say, even though Sweden's not a member of that church, doesn't mean that they have some connection with someone who is buried there. It doesn't follow the lines of faith necessarily, that the people who are members of that church, they also are members of other churches, and they have relatives that go way back, that are in that were buried in that cemetery.
Noted. Jennifer Lee, you had something to say.
It's all over the map. a couple of the other issues are that there's some wonky boundaries, property boundaries. There are a couple of buildings that are, one that is just on the property. The back door of this building is on the property line, and the other one maybe in the cemetery, maybe in their back, what they're using as a backyard. Just bringing those points up. When you say the citizens of Gloucester, this money comes from property owners' property tax and the state. It does not come from all of the citizens of Gloucester. I just wanted to clarify that point. Am I correct?
You are correct.
You are correct.
So,
Property owners.
property owners. And that's what's interesting, what percentage of the general population does it include? Just as a point.
Related point, it was also voted in by all Gloucester citizens.
And it was voted all the,
But all citizens of Gloucester can benefit by anything that we do.
we're just recommending. We have actually no say in who really gets the money. And if we think something is worthy, I feel like saying, yes, we think this is worthy, whether everybody will agree with it or nobody will agree with it. We're on this committee representing constituents, and it's us that get to say what we think to a certain extent. I appreciate that you're watching out for citizens, and I'm grateful that you are.
Well, maybe I didn't phrase it as correct as I wanted to in my mind. What I was saying is I think of these dollars benefiting the community as a whole. And I lean more towards projects that are benefiting the community at large of the taxpayer, the property owners, and the citizens of Gloucester.
Okay.
And I see this as a very limited benefit to the citizens of Gloucester.
I have to disagree with you. I can't believe this is what I'm ending up saying. You know, there's the street hockey is fabulous, I'm sure, but how many people are benefiting from that?
Well, I'm gonna cut this off there, I'll leave it there, because we're just talking about site visits right now. But,
Right.
good input, and good input to, as we get into real evaluation in the next couple of months.
On this project, in particular, there is a tremendous amount of work there to do. It is a general, I believe it's a significant general and historic value. And that we should do, I would appreciate looking at what we can do. We can't do everything they're asking, we can't do exactly what they're asking, but I believe that there is something there for us to do.
Great. Next up was 6 days later, we went to the Cape Ann Amateur Radio Association in Stanhope. Who was there? I know you
I was
were there.
there.
You were there, yeah?
And.
Oh, you was there.
I was there, yes, I was there at the Cape, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So what'd you think?
Well, I think the activity of the E building is keeping the building going. And what they want to do is they want to have it so that the public, they would like to open it up more to the public. But in order to do that, they want to have it sort of handicap accessible. And they actually made a change from the original opening up through the front, doing it through a side door, which is much easier to do to that door.
Okay.
And they'll be doing some changes inside the doorways so that you can get a wheelchair through.
Carrie, thoughts?
Well, it appears that they may have some problems. It looks like there might have been some work done that might affect the historicalness of the building. So I don't know how that works out. That's the historic commission, so.
They have,
Glad
they
you
have,
don't
they have,
figure it out.
they
So-
have, we would,
They have to come to you, I know, and ask.
yeah, we were there,
Yes, yeah, no, I know, but you have to vote on it, so.
we did,
So, oh, you did, okay.
yeah, we did. And
So What's the determination?
They, so,
Yeah, but I think there was,
we declared it.
This was in a meeting within the last month.
Yeah, we met actually.
Okay, so it's historic, even though there's been some work on it that, like the windows on the second floor, I think,
Right.
the questionable part. So that's not an issue for, affecting the historicalness, for lack of a better term, of the.
Right, yeah. They didn't do that much harm to it overall. What they did do, some grant, was to decide the building. And that was done in accordance to what would be okay historically. And the building, they haven't really destroyed the windows and things like that, you know, changed the size of opening and stuff. So it really resembles, pretty much what's been for many years.
Okay, I mean, that's it, so you guys, if you guys give them a letter, then, you know, that's what we ask, so. I assume that's
Yeah.
good, I mean, that's not the impression I had when we were there, it seemed that the people, the representatives of the historical commission who were there, were a bit more concerned. It's turned into be.
Right, yeah. I mean, we just ask some questions, you know, that sometimes can lead to impression that will be negative.
Yeah, so assuming that's all set, then yes, they're just asking to upgrade the bathroom and, put the rates in there to make it, accessible.
Alright. Next one was the day after that was Manship. Who got there?
I did.
Thank you. Bob, it was very bad, and it was good this time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Charming in the rain.
Oh, yes, they had an hours for us.
yeah, you
It was
did.
working pretty good too.
It was pretty.
Too good for you. So what'd you think?
Really good.
So I think this one, another one has challenges because it's, and I don't know if you remember it, Matt, when those other buildings, I didn't know where they were, so it's good for me to go. And they had this one building that, they used for a studio, but then they've added on to it over the years. And it's got a lot of decay in those buildings, so. And how are they gonna be used, that's another question, is how these buildings are gonna be used once they're renovated, are they gonna go back to the. I didn't think, I wasn't quite clear, they have plans to change it back to the studio that Manship had when he was there.
I think one of the buildings they were thinking that, but the other, they're gonna use those, the ones they added on, I think those are the storage.
Well, one they're gonna tear down,
The one they'll tear down, that's right.
Yeah.
And the other one, that they need storage, some type of storage.
they wanna use it for storage.
But the main building, which was the original, they like to turn that back. I think they can use
As a studio.
the studio. You had nice presence there.
Yes.
Overlooking.
Well, that includes the platform.
Right.
That's.
I understand the other concern here, probably, knowing you, then knowing what I think. That seems like it's really only for, only, and so that doesn't seem to, they can't have events there very well, they don't have a lot of parking,
Right.
unfortunately. Because that's a beautiful place to have events. I didn't, when the chamber went there. But that's a rare occasion. When they were holding the, it was just awesome to be there.
Harry, you there?
Yes,
You know what the Manship wants to do with those outbuildings?
well, I think in the end, the study that they had done, I think they're gonna, in my view anyway, I haven't talked about that lady, but I think they're gonna tear them down and build new ones. Or they're gonna remodel them. I don't know which they're gonna do.
They say they're gonna redo one of the buildings. And one's being torn down, the other part, the main part, middle, is gonna be restored. Then the other one will be fixed up as well. And one of them will be torn down, it's just not very well built anyway. You're too far away.
It's always been a storage shed, a tool shed.
Right.
Okay, so I spoke with her afterwards. I told them in no uncertain terms that we would not pay for the whole thing. If they wanna go ahead with this project, they need to come up with how that they would pay for at least half of it. I made a couple of suggestions on how that could happen. I also asked, that this is where I was way out of my depth. What's the criteria for open space?
Well, open space is primarily acquisition, is it not? Yeah. I'm just going to.
What if somebody has a lot of space?
Reserve, not unless, so that you can't rehab it unless it was paid for the CP. So that, all that land there was not, so I don't think that would qualify.
Oh, that's too bad, because
What's that again?
Unless the land was acquired or the bill, whatever was acquired with CPA money to begin with, you can't rehab it. It's not,
Awesome.
yeah. Doesn't really qualify for that.
it's too bad. What I did suggest was that maybe they wanted to hold off this year, because they have some bigger things coming up. They said it seemed to them that some people get money every year. I said, no, well, maybe, but not everybody does, and that maybe they wanted to hold off on this little one. Figure out something else for it, and do a really special request next year. Things will probably not get better, but they won't get too much worse.
And it'll give some time to get more fun.
And, yeah. Matters and the shed, and the storage shed, and something that is just barely a building anymore. And deserves to be rehabbed, but not at this stage of the game for us. It would be hard for us to look much.
Well, it's going against a lot of other projects that are also going against, so it's trying to get the most effective use out of the dollars I have.
And especially for them, it would be, really up to
That's understandable.
think harder and not
It's not that they
even.
have a shot at it in the future.
So they are looking, they are looking.
Okay. Great. Thank you. That's the, excuse me, those are the site visits we've had so far. We have one scheduled for Thursday at 272 Washington Street, right, which I think there'll be a fair number of us.
I'll do it.
I'll try, I may not be able to stay the whole time.
So before we leave this item on the agenda, I just wanted to go over the other projects because I don't think, well, we don't have site visits scheduled at any of them, and I don't think that probably for most of them they're not relevant.
Well, I have an update on two that I have,
Okay, great.
all right, with Carrie.
Go ahead.
Well, first we have Schooner Adventure,
Yep.
and then they're looking for timber. We actually had a meeting with them last Friday, Carrie and I both, with William Barton and the new person. And yes.
Yep.
Yeah, and they want, they would like, if you haven't had a tour, I've never been on a site visit to the schooner.
Oh, you missed that one.
I missed that one, so,
That's good.
but then we didn't see it make any, we didn't think it made any sense to do it in dry dock.
Mhm.
So that we're gonna wait until the boat goes, gets stocked at the end of the year,
Okay.
which will probably be the end after Memorial Day.
Yep.
So prior to their presentation, but, after Memorial Day,
Got
okay?
it. Great.
Anything you wanna add, Carrie?
No, I think it'd be good for people that haven't yet been,
Yeah.
actually, the tours that we've done, we haven't been on the vessel itself.
Right.
They're enjoying that, yeah. So, I think.
Which I still thought it was really
It
interesting.
was very interesting, but I think that there probably are people that haven't done it yet, so I think it's a good idea to do.
Great. And your other one?
And the other one, East Gloucester School, okay, and I had a conversation, Kate, I had a conversation with Eric Kindley, is that how you say his name? Eric Kindley, who is the contact with the city. They're in the process of tearing down the school, which they haven't torn down yet. I went over there today, there's really no point doing a site visit until they tear the school down. And I told Eric that we wanted to do one. Kate, you know a lot more about this project than I do, but while the school is still standing, I talked to the contractors today. They're waiting for the gas to be shut off. They were just sitting around waiting for National Grid to do their thing. But they said they can have the school down in a couple of weeks, but they don't know what they're gonna find underneath the building. But it's a very comprehensive plan that they've worked with the Open Space and Recreation Committee, to the best of my knowledge, he said, and they've come up with an elaborate plan to make that, a space for the community. And to make up for some of the green space that was lost with the new, East Veteran School. Kate, anything you want to add on that one?
Sounded good.
Okay.
Thanks, Bill. Okey doke, so those are those two. Other ones that we don't have site visits scheduled for. One is the Virginia Lee Burton papers at the museum. But I'm guessing that is hard to do because they're probably in storage because of the move and their temporary, so I don't think that's necessary.
I haven't even, frankly, I haven't contacted them, Kate, and we
Yeah,
both have, you haven't contacted them, have you? No.
I think a presentation this summer is gonna be fine for that. Yeah, okay. Next would be Hammond Castle. Should we do one?
So I think we should, originally I thought we didn't need to because we have been there every year.
Yeah.
It's nice to
But
go.
I think that for them to be able to clarify exactly what they want money this time to go to, I think that it's worth it.
That'd be great.
I mean, in general, I know what they're doing, but I think that, so if
The
everyone's.
details could help their application.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be
So,
interested.
all right, I will, I will share.
Great. Next is Affordable Housing Trust. Again, nothing to look at. I did talk with Larry Oaks at the Affordable Housing Trust and told him that this year, as they move through their application presentation, what we really want to know that we didn't and really couldn't know last year is how is their process working? How are they using the money? If we move a lot of money to you, how will it be managed? And he said, understood completely, and they'll be ready to do that. So I think, again, we just look forward to their presentation this summer. Next is Action Incorporated. I don't think we really need to do anything. I mean, Kate, you're the only person who really doesn't have the full knowledge that we do because this is a repeat application we've seen many times. So if you'd like to learn more about it, they'll go over it in their presentation, and it's a wonderful program. But I think we can wait until their presentation.
Yeah, I actually went and met with Marina and two other people whose names escape me, I'm sorry, just to kind of get sort of a meet and greet, just to kind of get to know them a little bit better in the space, so.
Excellent. Great, thanks. Okay, that's leaves the last one, which is Camp Spindrift and the pool, which
And that's Harry and Rob, we delegated that to them.
that's right, the remote guys.
Yeah.
That'd be a great type of site visit if you guys can swing it.
I'll check in with them again. I did reach out to them 2 weeks ago, I believe, to see if they had any questions, but I haven't heard anything back, so I'll follow up with them.
Great, that'd be great.
You know, Bob, just so you know, I don't think you were here last month, were you? I don't think you were.
No.
You weren't at the meeting here last month,
No.
correct?
Correct.
So just as an FYI, one thing that came up at the meeting was questioning whether or not the pool is actually a community pool, meaning that anybody in the community can use it. They have that in the application, that it is a community, I don't know if they said it's the
Community pool.
I think they did use that term, community pool, and we were questioning whether or not that's actually true, because we think you have to be a member to be able to use it, which means it's really not a community pool. So
Understood.
I'm just giving you that as background, since you were not here to hear that discussion.
I got it. Okay.
I mean, that's something they're gonna be questioned on, so you might wanna give them the heads up on that.
Okay, thank you. I'll look into it.
Do you agree?
Yes, you got it right, that's good. All right, good, so that's site visits. Thank you for arranging the ones that we did, and we'll look forward to the other two, Camp Spindrift and the adventure. Onwards. Next item on the agenda is officer nominations and elections. So you saw my email to fill the vacuum. Bill and I will be willing to be nominated and voted again. But I just wanted to repeat what I said in email. This train will come to a stop, because I won't be on the committee in less than 2 years. So we should be mindful over the next 2 years about what we do. Now, we have We9 here now, but our membership will change over the next couple of years. And so I think when we get to that point, we should just be thinking about the sequence of events. And that's why I threw out in my email the concept that Bill and I do this for another 2 years. Bill is willing to become chair for the last year that he's.
Unless somebody else wants to step up.
Unless and somebody might tonight, you never know. But I suspect we probably want to pull a new member unless somebody else really wants to do it too. So just keep it in mind. If you want to, I can highly recommend the job. It's really not that hard. Not nearly as hard as what Rob does on conservation. Bob, I'm sorry, Rob, I would never take that job.
We actually have a problem there too. We've lost 3 members in the last year, so.
Oh, you have?
How many members are you down to?
I think we have 5 or 6. We might have gained 1 just recently. I got to double check. We're on the edge too. Nobody feels they want to do civic duty as much as they used to, I guess. You really need young blood to be coming into these commissions.
Right, yes.
You won't get any young blood from the housing authority.
All right, well, let's proceed with what we do have in front of us, which is our nominations. So I'm just going to review the bidding. We don't need to make any motions for nominations and elections. I, the chair, will just simply call for nominations. Anyone can nominate anyone, including themselves. Once no more nominations are submitted, the chair can close nominations by unanimous consent. We don't need a vote. No motion is necessary to vote on the nominations once they're made. And if there's only one candidate for any officership, we can do a voice vote. Otherwise, we do a roll call vote. So with that said, I will open the nomination for chair of the Community Preservation Commission for the next year. Do I hear any nominations? Okay. Bob nominates Matt Lundberg. Anybody else? Hearing none, I'm going to close the nominations. Since there's only one candidate, we'll use a voice vote. All in favor of Matt as chair, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nay? No, sorry. I didn't. All right, vote passes unanimously. Zoe, one absent. All right, now we'll move to vice chair. Do I hear any nominations for vice chair for CPC? Bill Cuff has been nominated. Are there any other nominations?
Anyone else want to do it? Now's your time to jump in.
Hearing none, I will close nominations. All in favor of Bill Cuff as vice chair of the CPC, say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. Vote passes unanimously. Thank you, Bill, for your service.
You're welcome. You make it easy, Matt.
Yeah, well, here we go. All right, good. Onwards, administration update and administrative updates. This time we actually have a few. So bear with me. First one is the Department of Revenue of the state has approved the city's budget, free cash, and other elements, which frees up the city council to vote on our 2024 recommendations. We are scheduled to do that next Tuesday, a week from tomorrow night, April 22nd. And Zoe, does that start at 6 or 6:30? Do you know?
It says 6:30 on the city website, but
Yeah.
on the calendar 6, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna double check.
Yeah, so Zoe's already reaching out to all of our grant applicants and to make sure that they're there.
They don't have to present, do they?
They have to answer questions. Yes, well, the way that we've done it the last couple of years is city council throws it to me. I introduce each project in about 10 seconds and I say who's presenting on their behalf and what category the funds are in and how much we've recommended they get. And then the applicant says, no slides, says maybe 1 minute or 2 minutes and just says be happy to answer any questions.
Okay.
And we rely on the fact that the Budget and Finance Subcommittee has already approved all these.
Right,
And the city councilors usually say something, but not much.
right, okay.
Yeah, so that will go on. I'll be there in person. The applicants should have somebody there in person. And should be a grand old time. And then Zoe can get back to work and get agreements in front of them. Okay, so that's item number 1 on administrative updates. Item 2. Speaking of site visits, when I was talking to Larry Oaks of the Affordable Housing Trust, I mentioned 272 Washington Street and that we would be taking a tour of it as we try to tour facilities on our application list. And he said, I would love to come on that tour. And I said, I think you should be there.
Right.
And then I also happened to have a conversation with Susan Royale this weekend. And I was telling her about site visits. She goes, oh, and she says, I really appreciated going because she was at Stanwood, right? Or the radio.
The radio.
She was. Yeah. And she said, I really appreciated coming to that. So I had a thought about this. And the thought was, when we schedule tours, why not invite anybody from the city commission who's related to the project? So if it's an historic preservation project, invite the whole historical commission. If it's a housing project, invite everybody from the GHA and the Affordable Housing Trust. You know, we never get everybody coming, so, and we always we just ask for RSVPs and we let them know if we're gonna have 2 people or 10 people, but I just wanted to throw that out here because I thought it made a lot of sense.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea. In open space, we can invite the folks in open space.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they should come to any recreation or open space project. Okay, good. So going forward, if we have a site visit scheduled, like if we get one at Camp Spindrift, let's invite the whole SRC.
Right.
And just take out RSVP, that's all.
Assuming it's.
Yep. All right, next up. As you all know, it was a dreary weather weekend. So what do? We watch an old Jimmy Stewart movie or something like that. I decided to make productive use of my time. And I drove around and looked at the location of all of our CPC signs to see if they're all up.
Oh, you did?
I did, and
What a good boy.
I took pictures of all of them. So I was quite proud of myself.
Should we give an award for the best, we should give a CPC award for the best presentation of our sign.
I'm gonna share my screen with you, and I'll show you what we got. So let's see.
Okay, this is awesome.
There we go.
Trip down memory lane.
Yeah, so here's CPC signs.
Okay.
So I'll just tell you which ones they are.
Is that the railway?
That's the railway. So the sign is right on the railway. I thought it was going to be on the pier, and I walked all the way out to the end of the pier in the rain, and instead I saw it on my way back. But that's pretty good. Then that's the one at Our Lady of Good Voyage. That's the one at the Cape Air Museum, which that's on Federal Street. That's side street on the back side.
Yes.
When I first saw this, I actually saw this 6 months ago. I said, geez, it should be right out in front. But kind of like it right where they're doing the work too. So I'm fine with where it is. I think it's good. Yeah.
David sees the work you've done, it's see why.
Yeah.
So,
And that's probably one of the best signage positions we've got at the Saunders House.
nice.
Now there's the one at 71 Middle Street. Ooh, yeah. That sign is at about 9 different locations.
That's like across the street from Simon's house.
That's
Yeah,
right.
good and the bad.
That's right. That's right. So
This is up.
it was up for most of the construction too. It just kept getting moved around.
Right.
You know, I don't mind if we took that back, but I wanted to ask you guys what we think. I think we should either have it mounted better or we just take it back, because it's been up there for at least 2 years now in the process.
We agreed that it was just 1 year that they needed to put it up, or have we ever?
We never really agreed on it. I think that we just kind of put the, you know, I don't know, the sanity test on
See
it.
what's in that next project.
Yeah, I think this one could come down.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think that it's big. I like it for construction
Yeah.
but is there something we could have that's little, that could be more of a plaque that's permanent?
Yeah.
So that once something is really
Yeah.
completed.
What I like about having that now is it really just open.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
That's the one advantage of having it
yeah.
as sign there right now.
Well, that's a good suggestion.
It's
It
also
would be
nice-
interesting to have another option that's smaller, that maybe you can put in a lobby or on a door that's not, yeah.
And also the residents that moved in there, you may not be aware
Mhm.
of how it was funded.
Yeah.
Right.
It's good for them to see that.
Now, sorry for I decided I wasn't gonna roll my window down. Actually, I don't know why that's doing that. There we go. Yeah, the pillar's in the way, but this is a great one. If you remember, they had originally put this on the side entrance of the UU church.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we talked about this like 9 months ago, and I wrote Charles a note and said, do you think we could put that in a better spot? And he put it in a great spot.
Yeah, that's a great spot.
Could not be better.
Yeah, exactly.
And matter of fact, it's,
Yeah.
we're,
This is Willowwood Gardens, which I was looking for it on the building because that was to fund roofs, but they've got it on this community garden over there, which I thought was fine.
that's,
It's mounted well, it's there. Skate park. You know what I really like about the skate park? Now, this is the oldest one that is up. This project was 2012 or so, but you know what I love about it? It's a skate park. It's got a couple of decals on it. So,
that's interesting.
Carolyn Kirk.
yeah, that's right. Well, I almost took my blue tape out, but I didn't wanna cover up the skater decals. So
Right, yeah.
it's there.
Yeah.
And right nearby is the baseball field, where
Wow.
it's nicely displayed, which I thought was great. And then we've got the baby cemetery, which is double-sided. There's another side on the opposite side of that.
That's very good.
Yep, that was well done, Harry.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I took a few. Okay, here's Manship.
Oh, boy.
Whoa.
Sitting behind the charcoal grill.
I guess the charcoal grill might have been here at one point.
Yeah, so we might need to.
They had some hot dogs on yesterday. They
Yeah,
were
they should put
cooking,
it on.
the grill.
This is put it on the building to the right.
Yeah, but I think to the same point, it is a big sign, so, it's nice to be able to do something about it. Okay, here's the pavilion at Camp Spindrift, with the swimming pool behind it, which I thought was nicely done.
That's good.
That's Ravenswood Park, parking lot,
That's great.
which is good. The Ravenswood building is behind where I was taking the picture from.
Right.
There's the Magnolia School.
Mhm.
I know it's on the ground, but it's not half bad, at least it's level.
Yeah,
Level, wow.
it's so heavy they won't go away.
Yeah, so,
So you were at the dog park, but you didn't show me the hockey rink.
I haven't been there, that was Ravenswood Park. Not
Oh, the
State
Ravenswood
Park.
dog park.
Yeah, no, there's no dog park, Ravenswood Park is where you can go hiking back up in West Gloucester.
On the dog park.
Haven't gotten
Oh,
there.
the skate park, where's the skate park?
It's
O'Malley.
skateboard park is the O'Malley School.
Oh, okay, I didn't know, I thought there was a skateboard park on the stage
Yeah.
floor.
Alright, so Magnolia Library, we talked about this before too, it's where it is. I don't mind where it is, honestly, a bit, it would be nice if it was level. Kind of sitting sideways.
Yeah.
And it's right below the windows that we talked.
It's in front of you.
What's that, Rob?
That one's on me, because you did ask me to go back to them, and I did, but I'll pinch them again and say, just square it out.
Yeah, that's all, I think it's fine where it is. Now, this was the Hammond Castle Museum, but now, this was Saturday, I think, and that was the last day of the Eric Pape thing they had going on. So I didn't see it at first, and I actually walked past it towards the entrance, and then I was coming back to the parking lot and I saw it. So if there's a car parked there, nobody's seeing it, but they do a pretty good, it's usually more visible than that. I think it was just because literally every parking space was full. So, I don't know.
Which is good.
Yeah. And the visitor center at Stage Front Park,
Absolutely beautiful.
and there you go, build a skate park.
Ah, there it is, the
Yeah.
skate park,
And I think that is it, yes.
That's the hockey.
the hockey,
Street hockey.
the street hockey rink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think we probably write notes to, sorry, it's not everything, so I think we probably have a few to ask them to yeah, so I highlighted the ones that would be nice to just get straight or something, but there's also 3 that are missing.
So, Sergeant House, I did reach out to them, I haven't heard back from them yet, but I think it's going on a year
I would take it
out
back.
there. Okay,
Yeah,
so-
and for that, we gave them less than $10,000, I think, right? Wasn't it? 8,000?
Yeah.
And that was at a very prominent spot on Main
It
Street
was-
for the
it was
entire
great.
year, so I think we just
Yeah,
take it back and redeploy it
all
somewhere
right,
else.
Chancellor Village Church, I think that was missing, did you go by there? Because I meant to,
Missing, yeah,
Yeah,
it's not,
so
it's
they
not
took it
there.
down.
Oh, wait, didn't I?
I
Yeah,
think
missing.
it's down, yeah.
Again,
So, and
I would just take.
I had asked them to keep it up for at least a year, and it would be a year, I think in June or the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I'll just get it back.
So the Ocean Alliance had it on the fence.
They did forever.
Right.
It's been there forever. And they are approved for funding this year, the 2024 project, so we should ask them to put it back up, I think.
Right.
Okay. And that's it. There's only 3 missing, so we'll ask Carrie, if you can get
Yep.
Sergeant and the church to give it back. And give them to me. I took everything from the DPW, but when we did all these, I'm gonna put them back with the DPW, I think. They're just sitting in my garage.
That's a great report.
Thank you.
It's a great report.
It's a good use of a rainy
So,
day.
I thought we should put that up on the
So-
website, like the photos of the projects that we've done. Like,
Yeah,
why not?
yeah, I know.
Again, it's just more exposure for this, you can see it.
Zoe, you ready for a web, it's song lyrics. Are you ready for a website project?
Hey, you know what I think? I honestly think we should kick off your presentation to the city council with a little trip down memory lane.
Show us.
Yeah,
Sure.
That's good too.
The good pictures, yeah.
yeah, the good pictures, yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, just say, hey, before I show, I know I'm coming here every year.
Yep.
Um,
All right, so that's it for signs. So the ones that are crooked, Rob, if you can contact Kylie Davis, and I'll take care of the other straighten them out ones. Okey doke. The 4th one, CP Coalition training. So Suzanne Egan, our city's general counsel, wrote a note to us that she had a conversation with Stuart Sagan. I think she was with him in person somewhere, right, Sally?
Yeah.
And said he was fantastic, which he is. He's very enthusiastic. He's the executive director of the CP Coalition, who's the nonprofit that is the clearinghouse for all things CPA. And he said he would be delighted to hold and make a presentation and have an open, roundtable question and answer period. And Suzanne said he'd come up to the North Shore, and she said, I thought I'd ask other CPCs from around the North Shore to attend. And I said, I can guarantee you get a bunch of us there too.
right,
So she's gonna try to put that together. No idea when it'll happen, but hopefully it'll happen soon. It'd be nice to hear from him before we have to vote in September.
right, yeah.
Yeah, good. So, and the last thing on the admin updates is the summer schedule. I was gonna throw out some dates now, but I just ran out of time and energy. But then I looked back last year, and this is what we did this team, was we came to this meeting, said, all right, we know now we've got 12 projects.
Right,
We'll probably do 3 or 4 a night. I'll look at the calendar, and make a suggestion through email to everybody about what we should run our summer schedule for. And then we'll put it together. But we'll do our presentation starting in June, because our next meeting, which if it's okay with everybody, is the 3rd Monday in May 19th.
right,
That will be when all full applications are in for the first time, and we'll have had a couple of weeks to read through them and generate our lists of questions, and we can really dig into the applications at that meeting. So that meeting is gonna be all about the applications in front of us. All right.
just looking ahead to the summer, June, July, and August.
Yeah,
We only have 12,
right.
that's four,
We can do 4 a night. We've actually done, the last couple of years, 4 is the most we've done. But we should do 4 a night, and that way we can just stick to a monthly meeting and not have to go every 3 weeks.
that's what I was thinking,
Yeah, so I think that's what we'll end up doing.
yeah.
Sound good?
And then in the third
Right.
Monday, so, holidays or anything.
Yeah, well, so the only thing I'm gonna do between now and the next meeting is I'll actually just let's look at what the third Mondays are and make sure we've got a decent number of us, here. It's not critical now that we video all the meetings, because if you miss one, I missed 2 last year, I think, and I was able to catch up on the presentations through video. Okay. Good? Okay, good. Well, that's that. So I only have one agenda item left unless anybody else has any administrative updates.
I can't think of anything.
All right, do I hear a motion to close this meeting?
Make a motion to, go out, you do it.
Make a motion.
Second.
Second, motion to close, made seconded, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Thanks, everybody. This meeting is
Thanks, Bob.
adjourned.
Thanks, Harry.
See you, Rob. Bye, Harry. Bye, Kate.
Bye, Kate.
You too.
Congratulations, guys.
On what?
Getting reelected.
Thank you.
We think we're real good
Yeah.
hands.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Gary, how many more years did you do?
Say again?
We're
How many
both,
more years?
we're both done in Feb 22nd. Yeah,
What we do?
I think you are.
Huh?
You have the dates?
I do, because they're on the webpage. Yeah, Bob's done in February of 26. Carrie and I are 27.
Yes,
You're the 27 too. You're totally done too then? Geez.
I came in on a partial, so I've actually had a partial and.
And so you've been on for like 7 years. Yeah,
me too.
yeah, Bob too. Yeah, so we've got, and yeah, it's a lot of change.
And Bob and I are the same.
Harry's until 2030.